Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and man, this new YouTube experience on my end is confusing because I'm not sure if I was live a minute ago or not, but maybe I'm not. But I am live now, right? Yeah, even Ben Cody Kirk there is having some issues with the good old YouTube. They've made some switches and some changes. Not that does me any good. Hey, by the way, I'm in the middle of Movember, right? Which one of you bozos called it Movember and not Novembeard? You guys, I mean, it was a golden opportunity. It was sitting right there for you. So instead of Novembeard, which sounds awesome and epic and rolls right off the tongue and fits, we went with Movember. Movember? I don't understand. I mean, maybe there's a cogent explanation somewhere. I'm sure it's reasonable. But come on! Novembeard! Why do they not consult us bibliophiles first? Why? Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo. If I didn't say that already, you've tuned into another live edition of the Lockergnome Daily Report, TLDR for short. I've got plenty of topics, obviously, bouncing around in my head. But instead of titling this video the topics that I want to talk about over the course of the hour, I figured I better title it again and ask me anything, because you never really know what you're going to get. So if you don't like this video, honestly, it's your problem, because I'm giving you a chance to change the direction of the video. I do have my own agenda to get through, of course. I'm going to first start by answering Ben Cody Kirk's question. He jumped in. He's a very active member of our Discord server, which, of course, everybody is free to join right now at live. If I can type it out, .Pirillo, don't you love that keyboard sound, .com. It's still alive. I don't know where dead.Pirillo.com redirects right now, but anyway, you can go there. Ben was there. Ben's been there. Ben's been there for quite some time. You can see he's got a little Emperor's Royal Guard icon next to his handle there on YouTube in the YouTube chat. He's been a member for 10 months. Thank you for being a member, Ben. I do appreciate your, I would say, undying support. You made last year's Christmas rather amazing. It's really neat. I like getting Star Wars stuff from around the world. I admit it. You made our year. And of course, Jedi loves the stuffies. Oh man, we got stuffies coming out of her ears now. And I don't mean like that as a physical ailment. Although she is allergic to cats. That's something, I'm very happy about. Not being a fan of cats. I better be careful about slagging cats, otherwise Pez Liz will show up. Not that I would mind that. It's just, that's the thing. So anyway, speaking of Christmas and holiday season, I am cold. I'm growing out my Novembeard. I'm just gonna start calling it that, right? Everyone else just fall in line. I'm growing out my Novembeard, and Numbskull, which I'm a Numbskull, it is true, sent me an ugly sweater. Look at that! It's a Darth Vader ugly Christmas sweater. So I want to try it on. This is something I asked in my Star Wars Radar Twitter feed right before going on. I said, should I put this on before, during, or after the broadcast? And because I really wasn't sure. I was like, should I start the video like that? Or end it like that? I don't know. Either way, hopefully this is not too large. Definitely not too small. I'd rather swim in the sweater, so to speak. Oh, man. Oh, geez. This is a large? Oh, I should have gone with a medium, I think, because dang, dude. Look at that. This is a wide-angle camera. Like, I don't know how big you think we Americans are, but we ain't that big. Well, let me put it this way. I may have to pass this over to someone larger than me. Not that I want to, because it's a Darth Vader sweater. Let's see how loose it is. All right, let's go. Oh man, it's large, no doubt, large and in charge, which is almost just the opposite of my standing ugly Vader Christmas sweater. Because I have an extra large child that actually, okay, this isn't bad. I thought it was gonna be, maybe I'm bigger than I thought. That's kind of embarrassing. No, it's very comfortable, very comfy. Look at that, and it says, "I find your lack of cheer disturbing." Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, large works. Maybe I'm like in between medium and large, and I would just as soon be loosey-goosey in these sweaters. I tend to wear shirts underneath too, so, that's a thing for me, because I just don't like tags. So I should have probably taken this tag out. This little tag right here. Not going to save the tag, though. Either way, Numbskull's got a whole bunch of ugly Christmas sweaters, and they sent me this, as well as like a candle set. So tomorrow, I think for the title, we're gonna ask a question like, what does Christmas smell like to you? I don't know. What does Star Wars smell like? Because there's a whole bunch of candles, right? And so either way, I'm very happy that I have a ugly sweater. You know what? I realized I didn't answer the first question. This is a horrible AMA. This is probably the worst AMA in the history of the internet. Now, speaking of history of the internet, that was a good segue, as you will soon discover. But here's the thing. You can't enjoy... I'm going to have to, sit back. Can you still hear me okay? Let me go ahead and move the mic a bit. Can you still hear me over there? Because you've got to enjoy the sweater. I mean, what's the point of me wearing this awesome sweater? You can't see the Vader. I got to ask Numbskull to send me another one with Vader's more up in this area. But, when I'm going out like this, because let's face it, after Halloween, I'm all jingle bells, jingle all the way. Like, this is a holiday season for me. Okay, so Ben asks the first question. This was before the broadcast, about an hour before the broadcast, after I scheduled it. Do you remember the first time you used the internet? If so, what was it for? I do. I remember the first time I watched someone use the internet. I didn't understand it, really. Couldn't contextualize it. But it was back in 1992, fall of 92. We heard about this thing called email. And you had to sign up for an account. You weren't granted the account. You had to sign up for it. You had to go to the computer lab and basically say you wanted an internet account. And so it was myself and an individual that I was friends with. We were both DJs on the campus radio station, that was very weird. That was definitely not for me. What? Oh yes, I know I'm live. Thank you, YouTube. God, what is it with YouTube? Delayed notifications. There's delayed gratifications and delayed notifications. Maybe I should just start the video over. Anyway, so, email was it. And I mean, there was a whole bunch of other things like Gopher, and you could finger things and FTP and all that. But the web, if it was around, I don't remember the web in those very early days. I don't remember using links immediately, which would have been the web browser, because none of the campus computers until maybe a year or two later had a GUI that allowed you to connect, whether it was a Mac or a PC running Windows. Would have been 3.11 at that time. This is definitely way before 95, 92, right? So and in fact, I remember sending an email. It was like sending an email to the person. I've told this story before, I think, Ben. But it's always a good story, because that's kind of what pulled me into doing what I do now. Honestly, I can attribute my entire life changing to that one moment of sending an email to a person sitting like no further away from me than where the wall is. Like on the other side of the table in the computer lab. I sent a message. He got it. He emailed back, and how I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it. So you don't sit there and okay boomer me, because I'm definitely not a boomer. I was probably, Gen X-ish, although I tend to think like a millennial. It's kind of what I am, how I do things. So either way, I remember the email. I remember sending the email. I don't remember what was in it, but I remember that moment. And whether I knew it or not, at that moment, my entire life changed. Everything I did from that point on was impacted by that single solitary moment. I wish I could explain it, especially for people who grew up and kind of didn't take it for granted. But you're Gen Z, right? You just it's been there, right? You've always had access. Digital natives, if you will, and having not had it, and then having had it, that was it. So yeah, that was a very exciting moment for me. I'll never forget it. Email now just annoys me. So, it just shows you how far we've come. How far. Ivan Garcia asks, Chris, second question. See, I want to sit back. I want you guys to enjoy the Vaderosity. Not Furiosity, but here, let me do this. This is what I got to do. Did I do it right? Yeah, I did it. Yeah. All right, let's see if this kind of works. So I can see the screen. Hey, Chris, asks Ivan Garcia. Second question, oldest piece of tech you have now? That would probably be an old Sharp Wizard. I just never got rid of it. I used it in high school. It was expensive as hell. I used cartridges, like translator, or it was kind of an organizer, a memo holder. Didn't have access to anything. Never connected it to a PC. But it was kind of a standalone. Well, at that time we called them PDAs. I don't know if they were called PDAs at that time, but that was pretty much what it was, a personal digital assistant. Still have it. Still works, too. It that I know of. It never corroded. I think I tried it a few years ago. I did a video on it, actually. If you look for it, I did a video on it. I'm pretty sure that's the oldest thing that I have on me, at least as far as something that I used growing up. The oldest piece of tech is a mic that I got when my grandfather passed away from his setup. He was a ham radio operator, and I grabbed it because he enjoyed communicating with people from all around the world in a different way. I never watched him do it. He didn't really do it when we were growing up, but I kind of fell into the family business. John Kirby says, only a few more days till you can watch The Mandalorian. Yeah, no doubt about that. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait. Very excited. I'm like turning off all the hype though. I'm like trying to ignore everything going on in social because it's just like I need it now. What's the one upcoming Star Wars item you want to own? I tell you what I missed, and I was stupid. I was the bozo. I was the numbskull. I basically saw a few months ago that Sensi, and they have vendors and affiliates or whatever. Sensi had a Darth Vader, like a wax warmer and a wax pack separate to it. And I wanted that. And I was like, I'll wait until it goes on sale. Well, stupid me didn't realize it was going to be short-lived and it would never go on sale. So I missed out on those two things, unfortunately. That would probably be the one item that I would have wanted. Although that said, there are a few exclusives coming down the pike. Walmart's going to be very challenging, continues to be challenging for me. The holographic Yoda, the Jedi Luke Black Series. If you're not a collector, don't start. I realized in one of our rooms, though, I had the collection kind of spread out, and the fixture in the ceiling, I thought I had affixed properly when I replaced bulbs a few months ago. Came down today to put something there, and it had crashed. Like, I'm very grateful that no one was in there and sitting under it. It basically smashed into a desk, so I've got to clean that up. A great motivation of kind of getting things a little more organized. I'm sitting a little further away from the desk, by the way. That's why I'm leaning in. That's what they say you're supposed to do anyway. Hang on. See, it scrolls and then it stops. So let's see here. How much would it cost to make an army of cybernetic raptor super soldiers? Think like what they did for lab rats, but with raptors. How much would it cost? 1 billion. No. It'd be actually probably $1 trillion. Trillion. That's what I think. That's what it would be. Star Wars is on 9Go. I don't know what 9Go is, but that sounds great. It's supposed to accommodate a dress shirt underneath. Okay, that's great. The sweater, great. Then I'm happy with a large. With this big Vader. Like, although I like the Vader that come like, this is a in-your-face Vader or on your chest in your face, right? I like the ones that are more ornate and just like subtly Star Wars, subtly Vader. Disney Plus is Tuesday? Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, well, I guess you're right. It is Tuesday. Guess you're going to know what I'm going to be doing then. For sure. And I got word, Jedi Fallen Order will be happening. So excited on the PC. So I'm going to be doing a lot of, probably a lot of that on Twitch, some of it on YouTube Gaming, maybe some on Mixer, but I'll be playing through Jedi Fallen Order, so you can stay tuned for that. You've been using BBSs since '83? Wow. I was not as blessed, unfortunately. I gotta tell you, I wish I would have had access back then. That would have absolutely been a game changer. Have I played the Mass Effect games? I have not. FidoNet had email before the internet, BBS days. Yeah, I remember hearing of FidoNet and remembering a gateway that allowed you to interact or email from the internet to FidoNet. Didn't have much use for it. I did dial up BBSs though, but after I had gotten online. Boomers are over 65. Yeah, I know that. I definitely know that. I'm not a boomer. But some people who are younger than me think that I might as well have been, or be. After using the fast internet, can you go back to dial-up? Not really, unfortunately. Later this month, a Star Wars Kabuki. Yeah, I heard about that. I retweeted it. Someone, I think, tagged me, and I retweeted. That'd be pretty cool to see. Someone, who was it? Was it you that were saying there may be a Star Wars on Ice coming? I'm like, that'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I know, Dennis. That's what I'm saying. Look at the sweater. Look at the Vaderosity. See, I have to sit back so you all can enjoy and bask in the awesomeness that is the sweater. See, when I go upstairs and they see my family sees the sweater, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we want one, Dad. Oh, it's so soft. Oh, I want one." So then I'm gonna have to get back to Numbskull. I'm like, dude, you gotta hook the whole family up, man. You can't just leave us hanging. This is amazing. It's really soft too. Sweaters can go one of two ways, right? Really soft or really itchy. This is like very, very, very soft. Archie's talking about the BBS. Oh yeah, connected by windsock. Trumpet windsock. I remember. What are you looking for? The warmer or the sweater, Dennis? These are Numbskull sweaters. I unwrapped them when I started the video, or I unwrapped it when I started the video. It's Numbskull. It's Inspiration Designed. That's who sent this sweater. It's nice. It's very nice. I still have the tag on. Like I said, I unboxed it in the middle. Unbagged it. Wore it in the middle of the video. So, hey, if you want one, that's great. That's great news for me. I say, hey, I may have sold you a sweater or sold someone a sweater. Chris Pirillo, sweater seller. When are you going to address the buy a meme so controversial? Hang on. The what? Don't duck it? I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, dude. Just ordered the Pixel 4, didn't want to wait. Well, here's the thing about that. So Google apparently has leaked, or someone has leaked the fact that Google has suggested, or there's the I have to do the video like this. There you go. I'll just do the video like this. You see the shadow on the green screen. Does this work for everybody? There we go. I look like Kingpin, right? From Spider-Man, or from Daredevil, right? The MCU. I'm Kingpin. That's what I got. No neck. It's nothing but shoulders. So allegedly they're gonna drop the price of the Pixel by like $400 on Black Friday. I'm like, why? They've done this before. I'm like, why would you do this? Because that just tells me that next year I may wait a month to save $400 on a new phone. I may very well do that. It is entirely possible. Wildcat BBS software, I remember that. I don't know if Wildcat was my favorite though. There were a few things that I think I enjoyed more than Wildcat. Although I can't remember each one of them anymore, but I do certainly remember that name and would probably be aware of others. Oh yeah, if it weren't for the fact that it's summer at Christmas, well, of course, because you're down under. Actually, to us, we're down under. Or for you, I mean, to you, we're down under, I should say. Chris should stream Just Cause 3. I don't know what that is. So, Chris, my dad said that the Mandalorian happens after episode 6. Does that mean that it takes place during the First Order's reign? I think it's just before First Order. Hang on, I have no idea what the heck. I have no idea what you're talking about ducking, dude. I seriously I'm like literally confused. I'm like, does anybody have any idea what the hell this guy's talking about? Oh yeah, I just Google around for background information or background images. I'm like, that's fine. It works. May have to give credit to somebody. Am I excited for Diablo 4? I don't even know what. I've never even Diablo 1, 2, or 3'd. Like, that shows you how excited I am. Confirmed Disney won't air controversial movies or scenes on Disney Plus. Song of the South. Controversial post-credits blooper scene from Toy Story 2. The Jim Crow scene from Dumbo. Oh, okay. Oh, you made it up. Okay. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I'm like, I don't... Trust me, I'm the last person who dodges controversy. I usually run towards it with open arms. Another thing I got here to unbox... well, not really an unbox. I needed to get over a certain amount to get a Disney shipment for free, so I ordered some... these are super limited edition Chris Pirillo Darth Vader cards. Super limited edition. Very, very rare to get. Hey, if you wanted one, or wanted a set, you could do your own and pay $10. You can do custom invitations or whatever. I'm like, I don't need to send invitations for anything. I just want my name on it. There we go. So I did it. You can do that on the Disney store, Shop Disney, online. That's how you can get your very exclusive merch. I think this is the very last. Speaking of controversy, I'm going to give you some controversy. Have I been to the new theme park yet? Ivan, you missed my whole video series on Galaxy's Edge, or as Jedi calls it, Galaxy's Wedge. It's really cute. Speaking of Jedi, there's one of her hairs, or Diana's. Smugglers Bounty, right? This is the subscription box from Funko. There was a video that was circulating today on social that showcased the people from. Let me back up. See, I mean, I just like I need you to see more of this, right? Here, you know what I'm saying? I guess I could do this. This is kind of dangerous, but I could always do this. Danger. Wait, where did you go? I thought you were there. I was coming over here because chat should be over there, but it's not. Okay, well, I was gonna pull chat in, but apparently that I don't have that configured properly yet. I'll have to go back to that. So anyway, you get Big Chris again. So there's a video circulating of Smuggler's Bounty of them destroying unsold boxes, which was just like a lot of people were really upset, and I'm like, even I was going like, why would they do that? Like, couldn't they? I mean, people didn't want to buy them, obviously, but they could have been given as gifts, right, or donated to people who otherwise wouldn't get them. I mean, not to say, I mean that's the way I think I would have done it. The recycling, I think, those items, it probably made what people currently have. I thought I had you on Do Not Disturb. What they currently have is exclusive, or more exclusive, because Smuggler Bounty boxes are kind of exclusive. Can't say that it would be my favorite subscription box ever, but I've been with it from the beginning, and I believe its run has now ended. I believe this is the final Smuggler's Bounty box. I'm just going to go ahead and open it. I didn't save all the boxes, and I should have. The early ones, I was just like, I don't need to hold on to the box. Then later on, I'm like, I wish I would have held on to the box. So in this final one, we have, what is this pin? Is that a Sith pin? Coming soon, our December theme. Oh, I guess, no, there is going to be a December theme. I thought they were done, but I guess not. December theme is going to be episode 9. This, I think, is a Sith theme. It must be. Because, this is lame. Sorry, Funko. A sticker? Or a decal? Okay. T-shirts I totally like. Absolutely. With the Knights of Ren. For sure. Is it the Ren or the Knights logo? This logo? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. It's not the Sith logo. That's something completely different. And then the remainder in here, we've got a Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and you can tell because he'll have like red cracks in his helmet as evidence there on the side, the illustration. And then there are the other Knights of Ren that have not really been named. This one's labeled Long Axe, so they're named by their weapons right now. They do have names. But I probably will not be chasing these down. I slowed way down on pops. In fact, about the only pops I get are either Vader or the ones that have come through Smugglers Bounty. So let me go ahead and put that back. I'll take out the shirt. I'll wear the shirt for sure. Because, what's the point of... I mean, the pops you can stack and you can, look at, and they're wonderful and they're beautiful. But, like, I wear this kind of stuff, like, all the time. Like, nearly every day I'm wearing Star Wars. So I'll show you. Probably the only way you can get this shirt, though. So, this is neat. This is a wonderful shirt. Oh, that's a wonderful shirt. The Knights of Ren. So, I hope this is good. That's all I can say. I hope this is good. So, let's see here. Here's from the box that Hasbro sent a while back. There's a closer look at Kylo Ren, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren from The Rise of Skywalker. There. Apologies for the chroma keying out. It's kind of, you're getting into the shadows there. Whoa. Let's see here. What else do we have? What happened to Lockergnome? What do you mean? The website? Well, the website's kind of still there. No one visits blogs anymore. Yeah, I don't know. I had an idea for Lockergnome though. Doing it would take time and effort, but actually trying to build Lockergnome again, but as a series of geeks and nerds doing things, right? But it just takes time to build up, right? And I just don't have the time. I basically spend my days with Intel, and I'm happy about that. Very, very happy, because I'm making an impact at Intel, and then of course the world vicariously. But I'd say it's on pause by and large. I'm only doing these videos right now because it's something to do in the evening, something to look forward to, as well as being able to try different things and showcase the things that are hitting my desk at any given time, like Star Wars stuff. Naturally. What does a vegan Thanksgiving look like? I mean, vegetables, stuffing. I don't think we've ever bought tofurkey though. Jay Puente says, I want to get the iPad Pro, but I don't have a reason to. Can you give me one, Chris? No. If you don't have a reason, I'm not going to give you one. The one reason that I might say, and it just depends on you, right? I could give you a reason, you say you don't care. So I can't give you a reason. If you don't want, if you want one, you're going to find a reason. There are many reasons why I like the iPad Pro. It's easily a go-to type of machine, for me, on almost a daily basis. Apple just released iOS 13.2.2 today, I think. One of the points, to address the memory issue, as well as some performance things. I've noticed other UI quirks and inconsistencies in the iPad OS, but a lot of the jank disappears largely with the ProMotion display. The primary reason I might recommend something like the iPad Pro to anybody is if you can work it into your daily routine. It is a productivity device for me, more so than an entertainment device. But Apple Arcade, I think, is a killer app. I really do. I haven't played a lot of games on the iPad because I'm busy. I'm working. I'm doing stuff. And when I'm not doing stuff, I'm doing these kinds of things, right? Or playing with Jedi, right? Or doing something. She likes the iPad. We got a few educational apps loaded up that she likes to play with and click around and tap around on, which I don't mind. I don't mind giving her screen time when I feel it's constructive screen time. So I can't give you a reason at all. Lauren asks, have I ever, it's not really off topic, it's an AMA. Have you ever looked into investing in cryptocurrency? You know what I should do? In the descriptions, I should list out the questions that are being asked. It just takes too much work. I just stopped doing a lot of that stuff on YouTube. To me, putting text in a thumbnail is fancy, right? I haven't looked into it, no. I'm just not interested. With all the big spikes in PC gaming, don't you think it'll make TV again soon? Thus the rise of you? I don't know. Esports is a thing. It ain't going away anytime soon, but you could watch that online. Why do you need to be on TV? That's kind of the bottom line. That's the way I look at it. So, you don't need TV to do it. Used to, not anymore. Do I ever play any online games? If so, what kind of games do you like to play online? Well, you can subscribe to my Twitch channel. Find out. I've got Chris Pirillo Chris Pirillo Plays YouTube channel. I'm uploading videos there. I stream on Twitch at least once a week right now. The idea is that I want to be able to do that more with my position at Intel, and it could very well happen. I like games that kind of run that aren't exactly like the ones that everyone seems to like to play. Beat Cuphead, as you should very well know, just recently. Played through Dark, got through that yesterday, uploaded that footage to the Chris Pirillo Plays YouTube channel. Twitch, subscribe on Twitch. I'm also on Mixer, YouTube. I do play games online. Not a lot of online games, though. It's because I'll get my clock cleaned. That's the problem. Even playing Tetris, a game I enjoy, I'll get my clock cleaned. So, unsold merchandise is usually destroyed. Yeah, I know. I hate that though, because so much merch I would buy if I had access to it. Or if I missed it, it just angers me because it's like, I missed that. Why? I would have bought it. Like this Sensi warmer thing. I gotta find someone who can sell it to me. What do I think about the online or the upcoming Disney streaming service? I mentioned it the other week, but I'm gonna be a subscriber until I die. It's Star Wars, dude. Hello. If there was a President Battle Royale, who would win and why? Well, I don't want to get political. I think there are some intellectual leaders that I feel are not going to get a fair shake in this upcoming cycle. On both sides, I will go that far. On both sides, there's some. Unfortunately, I feel one side has been infected by the fringe. You've got fringe on either side. I mean, it's the bell curve. But I really wish we could get back to more intellectually stimulating conversations rather than what we find ourselves swimming in right now. My wife just bought my daughter an Amazon Pad. No, she still plays on my iPhone. Ha, that's funny. Yeah, we got Jedi 1 and had it activated for a while, but I just didn't. Amazon's experience is not that great, and I just don't want to hand her a tablet and have her, go at it, right? And yeah, you can kind of control the experience, but I just as soon have her play on the iPad with me so that it's a shared activity. She's got her own phone, and there's not much on it. We can control it. In fact, Google does a better job with managing those things than Apple does right now. She's got a knock-around phone, the LG V30, which I talked about a few years ago. It works. It still works. She's still playing it every so often. She picks it up, takes a picture. But I'm not going to reactivate the Amazon device. I'm not going to bother upgrading to a new Amazon device. And in fact, I'm not even inclined to give her an Amazon device for her first tablet. I'd probably be, at that time, more inclined to go iOS than Amazon. But things could change. We just don't spend a lot of time. She doesn't spend a lot of time with that. If anything, she's watching things, and that's my bigger concern right now. Esports might be an official sport in the Olympics. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm not a gadget guy. A lot of the nerds are maybe gadget people, but I am not Vroom at all. I'm just the opposite. I hate cars. No, I can't say I hate cars. I tolerate cars. I tolerate a lot of things that I get often, confused. Like, wait a minute, I thought you liked this kind of thing. I'm like, no, I don't. I tolerate it. This is not something that I enjoy talking about at all. I'm not a hardware guy, and I never will be. You know what kind of cars I'm into? These kind of cars. I'm into these kind of cars. Yeah, totally into these kind of. You asked. Well, you didn't really ask about cars because you said a lot of people are like that. You know what kind of guns I'm into? Oh, not good. Hang on. Coming back. After knocking everything over. Dang it. Thank you for giving me more things to clean up. I appreciate it. Great question. I feel so bad sitting so close, and I'm just like, you're not being able to bask in the Vaderosity. Just assume it's there. I see you. Unless I like where like, no, I can't see the screen. Can you see the Vader if I do this way? Can I? No, I can't. That's not gonna work. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Am I still planning on streaming some Switch games? Thank you for asking. No, I haven't gotten the converter. I'm just not going to invest in something if I'm not going to see much out of it. In fact, I've had zero time to even pick up the Switch lately. I know I asked. I gotta find something in 3D printing with Heath. Said he's going to print one, but I need a clamp that allows you to clamp the Pro Controller, the Switch onto the Pro Controller. That's what I need. And it doesn't exist, which is kind of shocking. And so I haven't had time. I had a feeling I wouldn't have time. There's not so much going on, but on a daily basis, I'm working. I don't have time to do that, right? And then when I'm not working, I'm talking, right? Or relaxing or playing with Jedi, I mean, there are many, many things. So Chris, what planets in the Star Wars universe would make a good biome for dinosaurs to live in? Naboo, possibly. I think Naboo would be great, don't you? Maybe. Seemingly. I'm buying a phone. Why do you guys keep asking me these phone questions? I'm buying a phone between. It doesn't ask me anything. Eventually, when you get these answers, you're going to stop asking. I'm buying a phone between Note 10 Plus or Pixel 4 XL. Which one will you recommend? Well, if you like bigger numbers, I would go with the 10. If you like numbers that are not as big as 10, I would go with the 4. Because let's face it, there's a six number discrepancy, right? Like, because, 4 plus 6 is 10. So obviously, the Note 10 Plus would be 6 more than the Pixel 4 XL. Does that make sense? I think that's how the math kind of calculates out. So, if you're totally, thinking that the more or the higher number that you have, the better, I would go with the 10 Plus. But if you're okay with smaller numbers, I would go with the Pixel 4 XL. But that said, if you happen to be into like bonuses, I would go with the Plus. Because, when they put Plus on there, that means it's like this and then some, right? It's this plus. So if you like things that are more than what they are, I would say the Note 10 Plus. But if you like things that are bigger than what they actually may appear to be, I would go with an XL, right? Because that's usually like, whoa, it's large, but it's like extra large, like XL, like, whoa, huge. So you've got, potential bigosity on one side and a different kind of bigosity on the other side. And then beyond that, you have to decide for yourself between the Note 10 Plus and the Pixel 4 XL. So here's the thing these are things that you have to think about in deciding between the two. Which one has a screen? Which one? It's important to think. Which one has a camera? Which one has icons on the screen? Which one has speakers? Which one allows you to take phone calls? Which one allows you to manage photos? Which one allows you to message your friends? Which one enables you to play games? Because one may have that option and the other might not. Some people just don't consider it. They buy this phone and they're like, oh, I'm going to buy this phone. And then they realize it doesn't come with a screen. Like, this is not my problem. You got to do your own research, so you have to decide right now whether or not you want the phone with the screen. So go with that. Stick, and maybe the screen's not important to you. Maybe you don't care. Well, then at which point, one of these choices that are seemingly picked at random is going to work better for you. I don't know. there's so many variables, at play, Do you want, you have to decide how many letters do you want in the company's name? Because that's something to consider. You got Google or Samsung. The Samsung has one more letter in the company name than the Google. So maybe you want fewer letters in the company name that makes the device compared to the one that has slightly longer. It's one more letter, which may make all the difference in the world. People may judge you on that. Like, your company's only got 6 letters in it. You call that maybe a smartphone, but it wasn't a smart decision. I mean, maybe a thing for you. Another thing you have to consider is what is it called? Note. You may be forced to sing. That's not something you may be comfortable with. If you don't like singing, you may not like the note. You may want to go with a pixel. And that's the thing. So, and that's another thing is that they leave out, right? The marketing materials. Because it seems that naming it the note, I mean, okay, so singing, you have to sing. Maybe it only sings things at you. I don't know, right? Or maybe the note means you can take notes on it, which means if you can. Whoa! Maybe you can only take 10 notes on the Note 10, or only sing 10 notes. Maybe only the music that you listen to only plays out 10 notes, and then it's done. Oh my God! I really do hope that you're paying attention to that, because that may be a limitation. I don't know anything about it. I don't. I've never even seen one in real life. I'm just guessing. I'm saying you got to look at these things before you jump in. I have no plans, no want, need, or desire to jump in. I'm throwing out these concerns, right? Why would they call it a Note 10? They're limiting it to 10 notes possibly. I'm kind of thinking through it now. You got me thinking. I'm like, wow. Then, I mean, is that a stark contrast to something else? Like, can you not sing with the Pixel? Does the Pixel not sing at you? Does it have unlimited singings and unlimited notes? Because it doesn't mention how many notes it has compared to the one that has at least 10 notes. I don't know. I have no idea, dude. No clue whatsoever. I don't even know if it has a screen or a camera or icons. So, for the Pixel, though, you gotta keep this in mind too. Bless Google's heart. The Pixel 4, right? So a Pixel 4 what? It is a Pixel. So it's a Pixel. Is it a good Pixel? Depends. I wish they put, more than a Pixel on it, but it's not the Pixels 4, it's the Pixel 4. Pixel 4 what? For whatever I guess you need it to have. I can confirm that the Pixel has a screen, speakers, icons on the screen, camera on the front and the back, can take way more than 10 notes, sings at me when I need something. Sometimes I'll sing at it. It doesn't really know what I'm doing with that, so maybe that's the thing that the Note 10 or the 10 notes that you have with the other one could do for you. I don't know. Back and forth. I don't know. There's so many differences between the two. I have zero clue. I don't know. This is not something that I look into or generally think about. I hate to be, not helpful in this capacity, but this is not something that I can recommend, Fernando. I feel bad about that. I would be concerned if you were limited to 10 notes. I would be, in either way, I'd be even more greatly concerned that its pixels weren't as pixely or pixelated as the Pixel. So that's something you may also consider. If you're into pixels, the Pixel may work better. But if you're into notes, the Note 10 might work better. Maybe that's the deciding factor. If you like pixels, go with the Pixel. If you like notes, go with the Note. Right? That makes sense. That totally makes sense. Absolutely. So that's my recommendation. If you like notes, go with the Note. If you like pixels, go with the Pixel. It's a good recommendation, I feel. I don't know anything about it, but Can't wait to watch Boy Meets World. I never watched Boy Meets World, so it's not as nostalgic for me, unfortunately. I have watched Silicon Valley, but I need to catch up on it big time. I just haven't. Please send $1. Was that a question? A, that's not really a good question, and B, no. Fernando, well, he even followed up. He was like, please tell me which one, and that was before I started answering. So hopefully you have your answer, Fernando. I told you. I went, ad nauseum on the thing. Someone asked about Spaceballs. Should Disney do Spaceballs? I'd love to see that happen. I don't think it will, though. Mel Brooks is kind of past his prime. He was past his prime after Spaceballs, in my humble opinion. His old ones are the classics, right? Did I see the blasters in The Mandalorian? I'm not into guns, so I don't care. I care about The Mandalorian, but I tend not to geek out on weaponry. I know other people do. I'm not one of those people. I never was. I'd always mix up accessories. I'm like, it's a weapon, who cares? Give me the figure. Figures I care about. Accessories, not so much. Am I still drinking wine? Not right now. Not on a regular basis. No beer, no wine on a regular basis. Hope we're doing awesome. We are. D&D are out. What to expect from Star Wars in cinemas for next year's? I don't expect much. Films, I believe, honestly, Fernando, this is a different Fernando, I think. It is. I think we're going to see, not a renaissance, it's probably putting too much value on it, but the Mandalorian, I think, is a new type of beginning for Star Wars. Probably more of a new beginning than The Force Awakens. Because we've never really had a live-action television series with a longer arc and a deeper chance to get to know characters within the Star Wars universe. Of course, had an amazing Clone Wars, Rebels, Resistance, but they were different. This is something that's very, very fresh and very relevant, and I think is the future of Star Wars. More so than the films. I think the films are certainly not going to go away. But I think this is a big deal. I think for Star Wars, live-action TV series, I'd like to see 4 going on, or 4 throughout any given year happening, and I think that's extremely reasonable. And I think there's a hunger for it. There's a hunger for deeper connections with these characters, not having to wait for films. So that's my feel. Ivan Garcia, you think in the Star Wars universe they experience software jank? They show that in the movies. I don't know. I don't think they care. They're running for their lives. Would there be time you'd play any retro games while you're streaming? Yeah, I'd like to get the Atari stuff to stream. I just haven't. When I get enough time to do it, that might, that might give me a little more freedom to like Twitch at night, because I don't want to jump into a game that I'm not into, and I love retro games. Love them. I just haven't picked them up. Do I think the world's transportation and supply and demand shipping will ever go electric? Possibly. Do you think it would be possible or better? Oh yeah, the future is unwritten. That's what I love about it. I thought Chris was drinking water. He might be drinking Happy Juice. No, still this is my swag that I got from a cruise that I didn't go on, the Star Wars Day at Sea. They sent this. I got sick and I couldn't go. The whole family suffered because of my sickness, unfortunately. But it was just hot cocoa. I'll refresh it after the broadcast. Fernando says, I really appreciate your answer. Thanks a lot. You're best YouTuber ever. Well, I do my best. Chris, can you repeat everything you just said? I missed the first part. Thanks. That's cute, Dennis. No, I'm not going to repeat it. You just wait until someone else inevitably asks the question. Good battery life? That's a question? Sure. Why not? Good battery life. Yes. Absolutely. Why not? Chris, should I get the Motorola or the BlackBerry with 5 megs of RAM and 240p high-res camera? Had to, sorry. Dude, get both. I'd buy that for $1. Do I watch Linus? Not often. I'm not into the same stuff he's into, so I don't have... I usually don't watch the things that y'all watch. I watch different things, typically. I'm an iPhone guy, but I recognize the Samsung has a superior phone. I'm just locking the Apple ecosystem. That's a conversation for a different day. I honestly, not to say I've never been happier, but I use damn near every platform today and have never been happier. It's kind of nice not being locked in and not feeling that way. You'd think that's comfortable until you get out and like, yeah, I'm much happier being flexible. It's kind of weird. Democrats or Republican or independent? That's a question. Will I be streaming Fallen Order next week? You may have missed the earlier mention, but yes, I will be. Everywhere. I'll be streaming it on Twitch, YouTube, potentially Mixer. We shall see. Rebels is amazing, and if you haven't watched it or didn't watch it, you catch it on Disney Plus, as well as the Clone Wars. I absolutely recommend it. I've also been enjoying the Resistance, or just Resistance. Do I like board games? I do, Dennis. Diana hasn't been into. We've never really played a lot of board games. Jedi. My mom got her Candyland and Hungry Hungry Hippos, and she enjoys those. So I'm hoping that she will want to play those kinds of games more and more. Getting her to stick to rules right now is a bit of a challenge. I came this close to buying Jenga today because I was like, oh, she might have fun, and then it said like ages 8 and up. I'm like, maybe she's not coordinated enough for that. I remember you collecting the minifigures. Yes. And a dedicated room. Yes. Do I still collect? Yes. Is the collection getting bigger? Yes. By the day. By the day. No doubt about that. Also, no doubt, I'm going to start wrapping up. I think now that I've been able to kind of catch up with chat, like I wait until I answer and then I get to the bottom and then it's like I'm looking at the live chat as everybody's tuned in live. Plus, we're coming up upon the end of an hour, the end of an era. Yeah, the board game stuff. In fact, Jedi, I think, I don't know what she's going to want to play, but I'm hoping that maybe we can either do Candyland, which she seems to get bored with pretty quickly. There's another game that she really, really liked where you kind of have to slap cards, hands down, where you spin the spinner and then slap down the card. She had a lot of fun with that one. She's into the quicker ones. Like even Hungry Hungry Hippos is more fast paced. Candyland may take a bit more patience and time and maybe even more players. How did I know Diana was the one? That's a good question. I don't know. You just kind of know. How about Logan from Tech Syndicate? Maybe Eli the computer guy. Eli, I last saw, I think, at our first Blogger Fair. I don't think he had a good time, though, and I kind of feel bad about that. I wanted everybody to have a good time. I tried connecting Eli with people at Intel. This was long before I worked at Intel. And Logan, I actually reconnected with him, or connected, I've been connected, when I visited Portland recently, a few months ago for a trip. I was there for Intel, but we hung out together. We played some pool. Both of us are just as skilled. We match skills. Titan Bess asks, are you a Democrat or Republican or independent? Yes. Do I think there will be Star Wars collectibles and toys for years to come since Episode 9 is the final movie? Okay, okay, this is the perfect thing to end on. Look. Episode 9 is not the final movie. It is the end of the Skywalker saga. Like 9 movies in the Skywalker saga. That's it. That's the only thing that's ending. Star Wars is not ending. Star Wars, quite frankly, is just beginning. Like there's so much more to explore than just the Skywalker family. There's more films. There's going to be tons of TV programming, cartoons, toys, merch, theme. It's not going away. This isn't the end. I knew. And I know you didn't, I knew people would be asking, well, what are you going to do now that it's over? What the hell are you talking about? It's just getting started. So, yeah, no, it ain't going away, dude. This is just the last movie in the saga. So, do I think our technology is progressing as fast as it has in the past? Doesn't feel like we've made any big changes in a long time. Well, technology's always been incremental, dude. Judge it by decades. Don't judge it by year. Don't judge it month by month. Judge it by decades. Like where are we today? What is it? What the hell year is it? 2019? Where were we in 2009? Now, have we made advances since 2009? I would argue yes. Have we also have some things gotten better? Absolutely. Have some things gotten worse? Absolutely. And then again, reflect in another 10 years. So I don't think it's moving faster or slower. It's just we're more aware of more things. And I think, unfortunately, I think people are too impatient. That's the problem. If there's a problem, it's not technology, it's people's patience. Can I show this chat while watching this on YouTube on Apple TV? No, Ian, unfortunately, you cannot. I thought I was going to have chat pulled in, although I'm kind of glad I didn't. Oh, apparently I had it zoomed in. The background was zoomed in on this view. I thought I had this thing connected so that you'd see the chat in the video. YouTube doesn't allow you to embed like Twitch, unfortunately. And even Twitch is kind of a challenge to begin with. What? I thought, man. Hang on. What? Oh, hang on. Is Dennis, Dennis sent me a link. Ooh. The world's largest Christmas light maze and market? We're going to something else, like a Lou maze or something. Hang on. Oh. Wait, buy tickets? That's where I kind of go, how much? Because, like, is this going to be worth $20? Maybe. Is it going to be worth $50? Absolutely not. We go to a lot of free events. A lot. How much is it? Tickets. See, Dennis, I'm like reading your messages as I'm streaming. This is a bad idea. Light maze sounds like fun, but oh my God, just tell me. Whoa! No. No. Dude, way too much. Oh my God. How the hell do people afford this? Oh my God. Yikes. Hang on. I'm seeing how the total. $81. $54. That's not even including parking. Dude. There's plenty of free stuff that we go to. Plenty. And we have so much fun. For free. I'm really not big into paying for that kind of entertainment. I'm frugal that way. Will we ever see Batu on Disney Plus or in a movie? Oh, probably. It wouldn't surprise me if that happens. You've seen it in comics, and that's probably about the only crossover that we'd have. Thank you for thinking of me, Dennis. I'm not trying to stop you from like sending that kind of stuff, but I'm just like, Tannen Babu, thoughts on Picard trailers? Yes. Happy, can't wait. I will, however, wait until the season ends, and then I will binge Picard, just like I will wait for Discovery Season 3 to end, and then I will binge that. So, yeah, I wait. I will wait, absolutely, because I'm not going to pay $8 a month to get it episode by episode. I'm not that much of a fan. No way. The CBS All Access is not offering enough for that price. For $1 a month, sure. 8, 9, 10, no way in hell. I don't know what the hell CBS is thinking. But, it's their thing. So I'll wait and then binge, just like I did with Discovery Seasons 1 and 2. Well, Dennis, it would be different for you. We have a child, so that it ended up being, like, expensive. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. I'm going to go surprise my family with a sweater. And with my Vader-y sweater, which you know is nice because I've worn it the entire episode. That's how you know. I'll be back tomorrow with TLDR again, another AMA that seems to work really, really well, hopefully. No one will ask me a smartphone question. Otherwise, you're going to hear me do the same damn thing again. Until you understand that I have one device, and that's all I want. I love you. I appreciate you. Oh, you had to get that question in there, didn't you? Do you feel Disney is doing right by Star Wars? I feel they messed up so many. Actually, I don't mind. Could they do better? Sure. Could they do worse? Absolutely. So, when you look at it that way, okay. I think they could do things differently, but I guess my complaints aren't too loud. I'm happy that it's around. I'm happy we have more. And I'm going to try. Okay, stop asking good questions. Stop. Hit the like button. Turn on notifications. There's a kerfuffle going on over there. I'm going to end it. At this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices, and may the force be with you. Always.